Welcome back, everyone. What a game that was. I have TSM's Cutler for our post-match interview today, brought to you by runitback.gg. Thank you so much for joining us, Cutler. I know it's late and you played a lot today.
Yeah, it was a lot of games, but it was fun.
Yeah, so that was a pretty close game. You guys seem to have sort of this habit of getting it down to the wire when you play against Genji. Why do you think that is?
I just think our playstyles like mesh up really well. I just think, and we also been scrimming against each other for a very long time, so I think we have an idea of like what they do and they know what we do. So
Speaking of, the fact that you guys do play each other a lot, do you think there was a lot of sort of anti-stratting going on today? Because we saw you guys and also the Gen G players as well having to sort of adapt more than usual.
no, I don't think there's any anti-shredding really. I think since the meta is constantly changing, we kind of just call what they're doing and adapt like inside the game, not really what we've seen in scrims before.
Mm. So Wardell was playing Jet today on Ascend, and I don't think he's lost yet. I think he's got a really, really good win rate when it comes to Jet and Ascend. Is this something we're going to be seeing more often in the future? Because obviously he has been playing the Sober on that map in the past, which didn't work out too well in the PAX tournament.
Yeah, it's something we just started been practicing is having him play Jet and Drone playing Sova. I just think Wardell has more opportunities to get op kills when he's playing a Jet, considering you can like dash and stuff like that. So
Mm. Let's quickly talk about that sort of your defensive side on Haven. Our caster Door mentioned earlier that you guys, because of the way that you had managed to adapt quite quickly in the last few rounds, you sort of clutched the game and managed to get back in it. What was that like for you guys to sort of having to have such a large lead and then have your opponents catch back up and then for you to have to sort of then get ahead of them again? In those situations, who do you guys look to in the team, and what were the comms like?
uh, I mean, I think the comms were pretty well. I mean, even the rounds like the beginning rounds we lost when we were playing the attacking side is, I think we just beat ourselves. I mean, we lost like a 2v5 retake or like ecoing them, and we lost like another clutch. It was just clutches, so we kind of knew what we were doing was the right thing. We
Mm-hmm.
just needed to play a little smarter, and pretty much we just kind of just always stick to our game plan.
How difficult is it to just sort of to stick to that and to be mentally strong to believe that you can sort of get back in it again?
I mean, I think it's just the fact that all the rounds were just so close that there's nothing to really be like upset about. We know we're just on the right track, so there's no reason to be upset. We just got to keep playing our game, and then we know like why we're losing the post plants. So it's just like an easy adaptation. You just got to communicate better.
Mm. In your opinion, what would you take away from the game against Genji today? I guess both positives and negatives from your performances.
Uh, I feel like on Ascent they were playing their attacking side very well. They were like manipulating like how we rotate and how we wanted to play. So I think that's something we definitely need to talk about. Like when a team has like Mikhail always like lurking up mid or like doing stuff that's opening space for them. We just gotta figure out how to rotate better because I feel like a lot of us got caught off guard or like we're gambling sites that weren't right,
Hmm.
stuff like that.
Any positives to take away?
Uh, Honestly, our communication was pretty well, working pretty well and stuff like that, and our the way we were playing Haven CTR defending side was good. So hopefully we can keep
Mm.
playing that way.
Mm. I'm not sure if you saw on stream earlier, but you were awarded the MVP award for the BBG game, the game before the Gen G one. Is there anything you'd like to say to that?
Uh, I mean, I don't think it necessarily deserved it. I mean, I had a good first map, but I didn't really play too well in bind. But I mean, I don't never really cared about my score. I've always just tried to do my job the best I could.
Mm. In terms of that, actually, in terms of the impact that you bring to this roster and to games, I think it's very easy to sort of see the positives of a player on a scoreboard. The sort of the top fraggers always get the recognition. So, what do you think about your role and areas that you like to be recognized a bit more?
Uh, I mean, I just play Cypher, so he doesn't have a lot of offensive tools to get like a lot of kills a lot of time. I spend most of the time in my camera watching people play. But yeah, I just try to give the information to like Wardell and Drone and stuff like that to give them the best opportunity to get kills. And I just want to win.
You're actually really popular here on our stream in chat. Everyone absolutely loves you. Is there anything you'd like to say to your fans?
Yeah, thank you for all the support and sticking by us. And hopefully we keep bringing like championships to TSM fans and keep playing well. Thank you.
Mm. Lastly, there is a big chance that you might face Sentinels again, whether that's in the upper bracket final or maybe in the finals. And Hayes said earlier that it's a kind of a mini grudge match between you guys, and you are sort of looking for revenge. How much would it mean to you guys to be able to beat them this time around?
Yeah, we definitely want revenge beating them. I think we're all sort of embarrassed the way we lost again in like the last Ignition tournament. So I think we know what we did wrong. It was just like communication wise and just having a better game plan going into the game. And I think if we definitely play our game, we'll definitely beat them.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for joining me and for your time. Obviously, we will be back here tomorrow. Thank you for everyone for watching. It's going to be the lower bracket and also upper bracket finals tomorrow, and the grand final, of course. Come back tomorrow at around 4 p.m. and tune in for the lower bracket, like as I mentioned, and the upper bracket finals. And we will see you tomorrow.